YouTube, Down to Bricks here, and welcome to this week's video. Something I'm very excited about. I am about to embark on two big custom UCS Star Wars builds to add to my collection. Now, I've hinted at this at a few videos in the past, but I'm ready to get cracking on these builds. Now, I did my top 10 most wanted UCS Star Wars sets, and in that video I talked about there was a set I really wanted to see from Lego that we haven't gotten yet, and it doesn't look like we're going to get it anytime soon. So I'm going to build a custom version, and I haven't let the cat out of the bag to what that set's going to be, but I'm going to tell you all about it today. But first, I'm going to talk about an AT-AT, a huge AT-AT for the UCS collection. Now, this one I have talked about before, and I'm just going to give a little bit of information on what I'm going to be building, and then we're going to get onto the next big bad boy. So first up is this UCS style AT-AT from Rebrickable. The designer is Raskolnikov, and it is 2,500 pieces. So it's not a mammoth size AT-AT, something, you know, this 10,000 piece AT-AT that's just going to break the bank and just going to be too big to display, and you wouldn't want to knock that one over, would you? So this one's a lot more manageable. Now, it is based off this one right here, which I've still got in the box, but I do plan on building this one. This is from 2014. So it's 75054, and this one is a little over 1,100 pieces. So at 2,500 pieces, it gives you a bit of an idea of how much bigger it's going to be. Now, I think this one stands at 34 centimeters tall, and I think the Rebrickable ones are at about 45 centimeters or a foot and a half. So I guess you could probably sort of say it's about 1.5 times the size of this one here. So I'm really keen to compare them. Actually, let me bring this one in. This is from 2010. This is 8129. This one's only like 800 odd pieces, so give you a bit of an idea on how big 2,500 piece AT-AT's going to be. So we'll just get this bad boy back over here, and I just want to quickly talk about the parts. So I've got two big trays of parts here. Now, this tray here, this was everything that I had in my collection already. So I was pretty impressed that when I went through my parts bins, I came up with 71% of the total pieces needed. So I even had a couple of these guys as well. Now, I don't think, just off the top of my head, I don't think there's anything really rare in the parts. These pieces here, they are a little bit more harder to get, a little bit more expensive. I think you're looking anywhere maybe sort of $6 to $10 Australian for one of these pieces, and you need 6 of them if I remember rightly. So yeah, so they may add up a little bit, but even though I had 71% of the pieces, I still had to order in a ton of parts, and that's what's in here. So this was all pieces I had to order from Bricklink. So you can see it's still a fair chunk of pieces. And as for cost, well, I'm sorry to say that I did sort of order this in over numerous different orders. I was ordering parts for my Rebel Blockade Runner at the time, ordering parts for this other project that we're going to get onto very shortly, ordering parts for that, and that's what made me order these. So I was doing all this ordering, and I thought, why not add all the extra parts I need for this AT-AT as well. So I haven't gone through and worked out the cost, but if you've got a fair chunk of parts like me with this lot here, I actually don't think it's going to be too bad to build a UCS AT-AT. I just wish Lego would give us one. That would be very nice, wouldn't it? But it doesn't look like we're going to get one from Lego. So I'm going to build this, and we'll have a look at that. But first of all, I want to get on to this other project, and I'm really keen to share that with you. So what is this Star Wars UCS set I've really wanted? It's from my favourite Disney Star Wars movie, Rogue One, and the ship is the mighty U-Wing. That's right. I had a few people guess in the comments that it was going to be the U-Wing, and you were right. I am so excited to be building this. I have been sitting on some instructions for probably close to 3 years now. It might even be more than 3 years. And I'm finally getting around to building it, collected up all the parts. So the custom design that I'm going to be building is from Star Bricks. The designer is Mirko Sepulsa, and I've got the instructions right here. Have a look at this bad boy. So I bought these instructions, like I said, a number of years ago. Now, this was not cheap. Actually, this whole thing is not cheap. If you're putting all this together, you're probably roughly looking at the price of a Imperial Destroyer UCS set. Something like, probably not quite as dear as that, but in that ballpark, just to give you a bit of an idea, because these weren't cheap to start with. This book of instructions here, this set of instructions, which is absolutely beautiful, I have to say. This was €50, and then for me to ship it and taxes, it almost costs that much in shipping and taxes. So I think I paid something like €95 to get these instructions, just for the instructions, which is pretty insane, isn't it? But I've got to say, like I said, they are just beautiful. I can't even get my words out. I'm so excited about this. I'll just have a quick flick through the instructions here so you can see. So I really like how he's done the instructions here, where it's faded out and the parts that you're actually applying to the set are in colour. So I really like that. It's a great way to do instructions. You really can't miss anything. So yeah, it's just absolutely beautiful. So a little bit of detail about the set. Let's just, where can we put this so you can see it? I'll lean it there just for a second, eh? Okay, so this is 3,308 parts, so it is massive. I think it's like 3 foot long, so it is going to be huge. I'm going to have to rearrange my UCS shelves to fit this bad boy in. Now, again, went through all of my parts and came up with this. So, doesn't look like too much, I guess, but I had a couple of the big windshield pieces. Not sure if you can sort of see that in the bag. So it takes 2 of those. I had a couple of them, so I was lucky with that. So I had 1,793 pieces in my collection, which was 64%. So I was pretty happy that I had over half. I was hoping I had like 1,000. So to have 64%, 1,700 odd pieces, almost 1,800 pieces, I thought I was doing pretty good. Until I started adding pieces to my wanted list and to stores and seeing how much it was going to cost me. Like I said, it was not cheap. So this is all the pieces I got from Bricklink. Have a look at this. It doesn't look so bad when they're in containers, but when you, I don't want to crease that up, so let's get that out of the way. When you spread it out like this, got lots of parts here, don't we? So at least I don't have to sort these parts. They're all pretty good. And I'm just so happy to be able to get in and get this bad boy built. I love the U-Wing. I loved it in the movie. I loved the Lego. I'll just pull that. I loved the little Lego one that we did. I thought that was a great model. One of my favourite models from that wave of sets. I actually had one of these as well, so I did part out. That's how I did get one of these windshield pieces. So yeah, so I already have one. So I've got some more minifigs here, so I'll be able to have a collection of minifigs to display with this model. And yeah, super excited, can't you tell? One thing, there is one part in this that is really ridiculous. It's one of these wagon pieces. I think this is the, is this a huge or the large size? I can't remember now. Now, these are supposed to be in black. I've got them in brown here. Brown's probably not going to cut it. It's kind of a part, it's it's a part that goes in the engine, and it is behind some other parts, but you're still going to see it. You can get them in dark grey, and I actually still have waiting to come in some dark grey ones. But I'm actually just going to have a play around. When I build the engines, I'm going to see if I can do something a little bit different, come up with my own pieces, just see what I can do, and work that out. But to have these in black, you're looking at about $50 each. Isn't that crazy? And you need 4 of them. So yeah, there was no way I was going to do that, and I'm just going off the top of my head because as soon as I called the part up and saw the price, I just shut it down. I was not interested in it. There was no way I was paying that. So they're about $50 each, and you, like I said, you need 4 of them. And I think, you know, like you had a seller had 1 here, 1 there, 1 there. So yeah, you would have had to order from probably 4 different sellers to get them. So that's just absolutely crazy to pay that price on a part, and then with shipping and everything. Yeah, just insane. So I think the dark grey instead of black is going to be fine. So it's dark grey, so it's the old grey, the old dark grey. It's a shame I didn't have them here to show you. I was kind of waiting for them, but yeah, they've taken a little bit of time to come in. But yeah, I'm just, like I said, I'm going to have a play around. I may not even use this part at all. I may just come up with something totally different. But that's it. The U-Wing. What do you reckon about that? How cool is this going to be? So I really want to get stuck into this now. So hopefully in not too long, you're going to see a huge UCS U-Wing sitting on this table. What do you reckon about that? I'm having trouble getting my words out, I tell you tonight. A massive AT-AT. A huge U-Wing. How exciting, how great's that? Let me know in the comments all your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you. And if you want to see these sets built, you better hit that subscribe button because they are coming real soon. So thanks everybody for taking the time to watch. And yeah, if you like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know what to do by now. You YouTube old hats, aren't you? Don't be insulted by that. Alright, thanks guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.